Shane was wrong about us from the very beginning. He was just the Page family's illegitimate son, while I was the sole heiress to the Wiley empire. We were never meant to be tethered together. We belonged to different worlds. The transfer form in my hand was a wreck, the ink smudged by my tears. But it didn't matter. I'd print a new one. The Wiley family always had a backup plan. I filled out a new form, pausing at the section for the news. Then I called Pauline Wiley. Mom, what's the elite school you mentioned before? I'm going alone. The wind chimes rang out crisp and joyful like they were cheering me on. I closed my eyes, and for the first time in years, Shane's face didn't haunt me. Instead, I saw a guy who looked a little like him. Sharper and more striking, he flashed a cocky grin, just like he did 2 years ago. Mark my words, Alice, you'll ditch Shane for me. Back then, I thought he was just messing around. Now I was done with Shane. I finished the form and heaved a deep sigh of relief. My heart was finally at peace. Then came a knock on the door startling me. I lived alone in this house, and except for me, only one person knew the passcode. I opened the door and there stood Shane, his voice as warm as ever. You didn't show up to say goodbye to our friends. I was worried. I kept my tone. My stomach's acting up, so I'm staying in. As I moved to close the door, I caught a glimpse of someone behind him. Esther, small and fragile, flinched when our eyes met. Shane noticed her reaction and pulled her close, his arm a protective shield. Alice, you're scaring her. There she went again, acting so timid, like I was some monster when I hadn't done a thing. My expression hardened. I told you, I don't want strangers in my house. Shane's brow furrowed. Esther's not a stranger. She came because she cares about you. Before I could respond, Esther's eyes welled up with tears. Alice, I'm sorry. I know you've always looked down on me, but I swear I shower every day. She sniffled, all pitiful. I won't mess up your house. Shane glared at me. Her family is not rich, but she's not what you think. You're really letting me down here. Esther tugged at his sleeve, playing the bigger person. It's okay, Shane. Don't fight with her over me. She forced a teary smile. She said you to go way back. How could I ever compare? Don't say that, Shane murmured, cupping her face gently. You're one of a kind. Then he turned to me, his expression cold as ice. Esther is upset. I'm taking her hope. Reflect on your behavior. And don't forget to get your transfer form stamped. He was right about one thing. I did need to reflect, but on my blood, I changed the passcode without hesitation. The knot in my chest loosened, like I'd finally exhaled a breath I'd been holding for years. The next morning, I took my new transfer form to school. As the secretary stamped the seal, a pang of emptiness hit me. I stared blankly at the ink until someone blocked my path. Shane's brows creased. You changed the passcode on your house. I went back to check on you after dropping Esther off, but I couldn't get it. I cut him off. Yeah, he swallowed his displeasure, slipping back into that familiar warm tone. What's the new code? So I can swing by and look after you. No need, I said flatly. I'm moving out after the transfer. He glanced at the folded form in my hand and face palmed. Oh right, I forgot about that. Don't worry, I'll get mine stamped tomorrow. Walking and talking with him felt like a faint echo of our past. Ever since Esther entered the picture, these moments had all but vanished. I closed my eyes, letting nostalgia tug at me one last time. Then I tested him. After all we've been through, you don't need to worry about me. He was silent for a moment. Actually, Esther suddenly appeared behind him, clutching a stack of notebooks. Her voice was sugary and whiny. Shane, you promised to help me study. Where did you run off to? She shoved the notes at him, batting her lashes. I saw your tutoring plan goes 2 months out, so I prepared some study materials. You're not mad I snooped, right? Not at all, Shane responded with a forced smile, shooting me a quick, guilty glance. When I didn't react, his eyes dimmed a little. I knew what was going on. While he was pushing me away, he'd been planning a future with Esther, one that didn't include. I kept my expression neutral, but inside, bitterness spread like a slow minus burning whiskey. I dug my nails into my palm to stay grounded. I'll leave you to it. Esther gasped, acting like she just noticed me. A minus Alice, are you upset because I'm studying with Shane? I don't have the money or connections like you do.